All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between TBCBM versus SOC. This game taking place here on Tyrannus Stand. TBCBM spawning as, well, the blue undead player over here on the bottom right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the top left, we have SOC or Sook spawning as the red human. Ooh, I feel like SOC has been playing good or playing well recently. I'll correct that grammar. Has been playing, he's been playing very well. And I think overall, players have just been really upping up their game. Bless, screen is black on my phone. Really? Is anyone else seeing all black? If you are, my apologies. Not much I can really do about that. I don't... Am I even panned? It's good on PC. I don't know why it happens. All right. I was doing some live streaming and casting for church, and apparently people were listening with iPhone 6s with their speakers, and because it's mono, and there was phasing issues, you actually couldn't, the phone couldn't play the audio. Because there was a slight phase in the overall sound, and like I've been reading up on live streaming and all of those things as well. I don't know why it happens. It's all good. All right, glad that you guys could see everything. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on. Mountain King coming in from SOC. It looks like it might be a Mountain King followed by Rifleman, single Arcane Sanctum. That has been a very popular strategy as of late, ever since Rifleman, got quite a bit stronger. Increasing their attack speed made it so that you can kind of kite with them a little bit more by speeding up the animation. It actually made sense, and you were able to deal more damage even though the sudden burst damage wasn't quite the same. They were able to fire more regularly, and that had a big effect. I'm on my desktop. We're all good. Nice. All right, we're all good here. Death Knight now making its rounds. Perhaps going to go after the Apprentice Wizards first, and by doing so, getting some additional skeletal minions out by taking down some relatively easy units. All right, there goes skeletal minions number 1 and 2. Thing 1, Thing 2 out here ready to join in on the fight, taking it down as well. Are we going to see Thing 3 and Thing 4 going up against this Renegade Wizard? Or perhaps are we going to see a Lightning Shield? There's a Death Coil, Lightning Shield already, as the Death Knight now double backs around. Beautifully done. This one skeletal minion getting a little bit too close to the action, trying to back away. As you can see, damage all adding up, just trying to shift all in that position consistently. And the Death Knight able to use a single charge of Rod of Necromancy to essentially clear out what should have been a rather difficult creep camp. All right, Death Knight, skeletal minions are back out again. Death Knight, however, taking quite a bit of damage as the Death Knight gets to level 2. Mountain King on the other side of the map, already at level 2, picks up a potion of greater mana, picks up a Forest Troll Shadow Priest for himself, as Militia now making their way over to try and clear out the expansion location. All right, there's a Stormbolt straight up on that Forest Troll High Priest, making sure to take it down before it gives anything of significance. Now, SOC really picking up some good items here. Potion of greater mana and a Pendant of Energy already this early in the matchup. Thunderclap could be absolutely deadly. The Mountain King already sitting at level 3, and that it feels like the Mountain King is going to pick up a Staff of Teleportation and perhaps try and, well, teleport back here, get some Stormbolts and some damage in to shut things down. Back off to the north, Mountain King. Oh, thank you, Grizzy. Thank you for the subscription. Every subscription definitely helps. I guess this is a side hustle for me, trying to turn something I love into, daycare money, pretty much. As we're looking at Footman now getting taken down. All right, there goes one, there goes the other. Mountain King freeing up 2 item slots. Meanwhile, back down to the south here, Death Knight has taken down both of the, I believe, both of the Apprentice Wizards, or the Rogue Wizards that actually give useful items. Circlet of Nobility, one of those useful items. Their Mantle of Intelligence, that may be given to the Lich, who should be coming out shortly. All right. Skeletal minions trying to dive on inside here. Not going to work out well. It is double Forest Troll, Shadow Priest already. Mountain King really just benefiting from a little bit of that extra heal. But it is going to be quite some time before we see a tech to tier 2. You meant kobolds, not footies. Did I? I don't even remember. Kobolds? Alright. I probably meant a lot of things, metaphysics. You know I get myself tongue-tied. Alright, Kobold Taskmaster gonna get... Well, there's that level 2 Thunderclap, and you can see how large the effective radius now, and how effective that damage was. Gonna go ahead and hit all the way in the back line there. So much damage as that last Kobold Geomancer gets taken down. Mountain King picks up even a Tome of Intelligence, up to 495 mana. Back on the other side, Death Knight using the Sacrificial Skull, getting some extra blight early on, extra healing, and we should be looking at a Ziggurat followed by a Haunted Goldmine. Mountain King gonna be getting to level 4 here in... Oh, level 4 here in just a moment. Forest Troll, Shadow Priest getting poisoned just like everyone else as the Mountain King gets to level 4. And we'll see what is going to be followed up next. Dream items for that Mountain King. All it really needs more is the +6 intelligence Robe of Magi instead of the Mantle of Intelligence. Double Thunderclap again, and so much damage coming across as the Mountain King picks up a tome, I forget of what, up to 510 mana. So it looks like it was another Tome of Intelligence once more. Pendant of Energy, well, that Mountain King already up to 500 mana again. And, well, the Blood Mage should be coming back out here to support in just a moment. Mountain King with beautiful items. Potion of Invulnerability as well. But what do? Well, opponent now going for Forest Troll Shadow, or excuse me, for Gargoyles, finishing off all of the anti-air units, and then forcing a Scroll of Town Portal. Mountain King actually losing a lot of his brethren right there, and this is a big problem. We should eventually see a transition into Rifleman, but Sock responding quickly, going for double racks, but he needs to build this blacksmith and do it quickly. All right, there's going to be a large window of opportunity for TBC BM to, well, pressure with these gargoyles. Ghouls are going to be coming in position. And you can see multiple towers. Sock really knows that he has a very, very small window of opportunity to try to maximize its damage. Scout Tower now coming into play. However, it's going to get canceled. One Forest Troll Shadow Priest couldn't try to deal with the remaining units. There's a Thunderclap. Forest Troll Shadow Priest quickly taken down. Mountain King has plenty of mana. Forest Troll Berserker is out here as well. There's another Thunderclap, and Footman with the Fen. Ghouls coming in with, well, a good amount. There is a Forest Troll Berserker trying to stay alive. Another third Thunderclap, and that Mountain King finishes off the Lich and still has mana to go. All right, Mountain King going to perhaps try and chase down again. Perhaps finish off some of those units. Mountain King sitting at level 5. There goes a Stormbolt, and we're going to see a potential surround, but there's an Obsidian statue right there, and he's able to slip away off to the north. Mountain King down to 70 mana, not able to do very much. He's going to come back around the other side. Footman throws up a defend, needs to undefend here, but I don't think we are going to see a surround at all. Ghoul. Oh, is it going to be able to finish off one of those? Yes, finishes off one Ghoul. Are we going to see another slow Death Coil there as we're looking at the Mountain King now make its way back around? All right, slow onto some of those units. Stormbolt there. Death Knight unable to save that Ghoul. It was low on mana. There goes a Mud Golem as we see the Mountain King losing that Clarity Potion bonus. All right, Mountain King having upwards of 540 mana. Doesn't matter if all it has is 50. Large gas tank with nothing in reserves as the Rifleman now starting to get added in as well. Double barracks, training up double Rifleman. Are we getting weapons upgrade? No, we are not, as the Rifleman now trying to train back around, perhaps going to start shooting those gargoyles. Mountain King needs a lot of mana. We are looking at a Blood Mage adding into the fight as well. We are also looking at TBC BM sitting on an expansion as the Lich now makes its way out back onto the field after falling at the hands of the Mountain King. Double Obsidian statue. Ghouls are in position. 2 bases here. We're now going into double Workshop. So this build so far 2x2. Going for 2 workshops, 2 barracks, but no arcane sanctums or Griffin Aviaries. We'll see whether or not those will be added in later on, but flying machines, or perhaps, yeah, flying machines now perhaps getting added in to deal with gargoyles and destroyers. Meanwhile, riflemen are going to be added in here too. Riflemen do have that range upgrade. Blood Mage, well, coming across here, you know what would be an interesting play right now? If the Mountain King gave the pendant of energy to the Blood Mage, the Blood Mage would then have be able to siphon mana back into the Mountain King. And then once that was stopped, oh, there's a Stormbolt onto the Lich. Lich currently low on mana. Are we going to see a Thunderclap coming across here? You can see some of that damage trying to get in the farm's way. Where's the Thunderclap? There it goes, getting in damage across multiple units once more. Siphon mana perhaps should be going into that Mountain King right now since the Blood Mage is upside down on mana. Not quite sure why it's not doing that, as it's going to lose that mana anyways, and that Mountain King wants some more. Flat Cannon upgrades for splash damage coming across. Meanwhile, Flying Machine going to get poked across, poked apart. Mountain King, there's that Thunderclap again. Siphon mana into that Mountain King right now as that Blood Mage, well, trying to keep that Mountain King all topped off, picking up a Mana Stone. All right, a Mana Stone. We are now getting additional towers as well. Blood Mage sitting at level 2, and this Mountain King is in a dream. 540 mana with a Mana Stone and a Blood Mage as support. That Mountain King can easily wreck anything on the ground. However, if your opponent decides to go for air, well, that is the reason for those flying machines. Flying machines, very effective. Flak cannons do increase the amount of AoE damage, and, well, we all know that air units tend to clump together. Stormbolt straight up onto a unit there. Thunderclap coming across. Rifleman trying to finish off more units. The Rifleman standing a bit too close together. Mountain King now trying to slip it through. Are we going to see another Thunderclap? Yes, we do. Thunderclap eating through many of those ground units, but when everything is flying in the air, Goblin Zeppelin down to 303 hit points. It should be trying to back away. Siphon mana. Thunderclap again. Mountain King now currently low on mana. Silence onto the Blood Mage from the Dark Ranger, trying to stop everything there. Mountain King currently sitting at 62 mana, trying to finish off more units. Uses the Mana Stone to be able to Thunderclap again. Mountain King is still alive and well. Siphon mana away. Blood Mage trying to come back around. We could look at a Stormbolt onto the Dark Ranger. Nope, no Stormbolt onto the Dark Ranger. Death Coil instead. Banish at Siphon mana. Thunderclap as the Death Knight all of a sudden loses a whole bunch of health because of Banish there. Siphon mana. Blood Mage in trouble, down to 52 hit points. Is it going to be able to escape? Yes, escapes with the Scroll of Town Portal. Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. Death Knight stays alive at 84 hit points, healing from the obsidian statues. Now, there is a lot of guard towers here. Guard towers are going to be able to eat through many of those units. Meanwhile, the scout tower is going to get canceled. No, it does not, giving experience. But, well, Gargoyle number 1 is now down. All right, getting damage onto that Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger losing a lot of mana. Meanwhile, Death Coil trying to save that Destroyer, devour mana, or absorb mana again to try and go after all these units as the peasants are finally coming over to repair. Repair not going to be in time as there's 4 peasants still left trying to rebuild. All right, Flying Machine says, you know what, let me try and catch up to those units again as the Flying Machine's trying to catch up. However, Death Knight giving Unholy Aura bonus for movement speed on those units as those units trying to engage in the air. All right, Flying Machines, Flat Cannons, Destroyer gonna get taken down very, very quickly. Nope, it looks as though the sheer number of Destroyers was far too much since they still had mana. Mountain King at 5. Blood Mage is at 2. Mountain King now down to 390 mana again. Not able to get the maximum mana anymore. At this point in stage in the game, it didn't really make sense. Well, I guess he just sold the items to try and get a little bit of additional gold and perhaps win the battles another way. The Mountain King really not being able to do all that much. There's a Thunderclap going across multiple units. Stormbolt trying to finish off every single Acolyte. 2 of the Acolytes will be able to get away. Flying Machines lying in wait, ready to go. Mountain King having a potion of mana. Oh no, the Pendant of Energy is still back. It was just dropped somewhere else. Flying Machine's going to go ahead and engage. Mountain King going to go ahead and try to finish off some more units. There is a Silent Scroll of Town Portal. Death Coil, Frost Nova heading off on that Blood Mage, but the Blood Mage able to teleport back home. Gyro pilots are gnomes, right? Yep, gyro pilots are gnome. It is the Human Alliance, and so far, let's take a look at how many humans there actually are in who's playing in this human game. Mountain King, negative. Dwarf, Blood Mage, Blood Elf. All right, apparently the human army tries to find everyone else to do their dirty work. Well, I guess the peasants are doing all the dirty work. So, in that instance, in that sense, yes, the peasants are doing all the dirty work and trying to give their glory to every other race.
Our forces are under attack.
Death Knight, Lich now ready to make their way back out. Dark Ranger sitting at level 2. We are looking at a possible third base for Undead here on Terranistan. As we're looking at the destroyers coming back across. Oh, there goes a Goblin Shredder as well. Goblin Shredder also getting taken down as we're looking at a couple of guard towers. Perhaps should be trying to engage. Blood Mage shows up to the party. Flying Machine's going to try and engage. Destroyers, do they have mana? No, or one of them does. But it could be a downside too as the Flying Machines are trying to separate once more. Blood Mage could be in a little bit of trouble trying to engage. Silence lasting a long time. Thunderclap going across multiple units again as Flying Machines are getting taken down rather quickly. Death Knight has anti-magic shell. There's another Thunderclap. Rifleman trying to engage again. Flying Machines coming back out as destroyers could get picked apart here rather fast. Mountain King now trying to make its way over. Mountain King gets up to level 6. And what is going to happen with the level 6 Mountain King as the destroyer gets a death coil once more? Siphon mana. Mountain King is going to try and Stormbolt that Dark Ranger. No, it is not. Mountain King could easily Stormbolt something else, but the Death Knight would easily just Death Coil it again. As we're looking at the, Stormbolt come across here. All right, Lich underneath all of those units, able to stay alive. Death Knight able to get a Death Coil off. Flying Machine getting taken down. Another Destroyer taken down. Mountain King back up to 500 mana almost, as we could be looking at a Stormbolt onto the Death Knight. Death Knight, no, is trying to break away again. Death Coil back onto the Lich as the Lich is looking to back away again. Gargoyle is going to try and engage against 3 Flying Machines, but that is not recommended at all. All right, Banish, Holy Light, Death Coil, Thunderclap. Coming back across as the Dark Ranger could be in trouble. All right, timing is going to be key. Thunderclap, nope. No Thunderclap as the Dark Ranger picks up a Scroll of Town Portal from the Death Knight in order to stay alive. Crazy, crazy series of events. Meanwhile, Mountain King sitting at level 6 uses another mana item once again after dropping the Pendant of Energy and the Mantle of Intelligence. Blood Mage currently low on mana as we're going to look at perhaps... Oh, no, Flying Machines do not have the bomb. All right, Mountain King going to perhaps try to make its way over. Mountain King, there's Avatar. There's a Thunderclap. So much damage across so many units. Siphon mana, Death Coil. Blood Mage gets a Holy Light in time. Could use a Scroll of Town Portal to try and get away. Death Knight now trying to make its way over. Blood Mage doesn't use it. And now, what is going on? Mountain King could be in a little bit of trouble. There is another Thunderclap right there. Low hit point ghouls. Frost Nova onto the Rifleman as the Rifleman trying to get away. Stormbolt onto the Crypt Fiend. Crypt Fiend looks like it's going to get taken down. Dark Ranger gets the level 3 amongst the chaos as the Paladin could end up getting taken down as well. One more shot. Rifleman trying to block the path. Death Coil lands on the Paladin. And the Mountain King in his Avatar state is all alone. Mountain King trying to finish up multiple units. Gonna finish off perhaps, the Banshee. One more shot. There it goes. Takes it down. But where can he really go next? Mountain King sitting on double potions of invulnerability. I'm sure he would have willingly gave it to one of his brethren in arms if he could, he was still there. All right, is he going to give one? Yes. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability handed off to the Blood Mage. Abomination, anti-magic shell here as well. Units are diving on in Flying Machines. No, Siege Engines now getting trained up instead. Death Knight going to be able to finish off this guard tower without much of a problem. Masonry upgrade only at level 1. Back down to the south. Flying Machines, nope. I thought there was attacks. Not there at all. As the Death Knight looking to finish off the expansion. Lich gets up to level 4 at the death of a couple of peasants as Sok is in trouble. Mountain King. Blood Mage sitting at level 4. Double potions of healing. There is a Staff of Sanctuary. Paladin is now out onto the field. Siege Engines are now rolling on out. What is going on here? We're going to see some Siphon, Mana Stormbolt, and now Death Coil, Frost Nova, and the Blood Mage could be in trouble. Holy Light trying to save. Potion of Healing used in time. Blood Mage now trying to back away. Death Knight is there. Blood Mage, Siphon Mana away again as an anti-magic shell. Anti-magic shell. There is some more Thunderclap. The Death Knight running a little bit slow. Mountain King could be in trouble. Potion of Invulnerability. Thunderclap coming across again, trying to finish off more units. Blood Mage is still there. What are we gonna see? Siphon Mana. Blood Mage in trouble. Down to 54. Holy Light saves again. Down to 104 hit points as it tries to slip away. All right, free Banshee kill once more. Perhaps Holy Light saving again. That Paladin working overtime to save any units. Knights are out onto the field. Another Thunderclap or Thunderclap right there. And wow, a Dark Ritual on an Abomination. Death Coil Frost Nova on the Blood Mage as the Blood Mage finally goes down. Orb of Fire picked up by the Mountain King to try to stop some of the heals, but it's really not working. No Staff of Sanctuary as that was on the Blood Mage, unable to save this low hit point Knight as all the units are now retreating back. All right, Mountain King trying to head back again. Blood Mage. Well, Blood Mage should really be Staff of Sanctuarying this Knight right now. Nope, knows that more trouble back at home if that Knight was teleported home. Meanwhile, Siege Engines going after some Nerubian towers here, doing some more trading again. This castle is going to end up getting taken down. There is one meat wagon off to the side. Staff of Sanctuary puts a Knight right in the midst of the battle. That's going to get taken out very easily. There it goes. I don't know if you didn't do it immediately. Why wait until your opponent is actually at the base? Are we going to see a Scroll of Town Portal? Yes. No, Paladin dodges with a Divine Shield on what looked like a Lich auto attack with Orb of Corruption. All right, total chaos amongst everything. Paladin or Blood Mage gets a heal back up. Paladin needs to get some additional healing. Staff of Sanctuary, but if it is used, it would teleport back to the castle once more. And well, the Death Knight is already right there. All right, Paladin in position. Scroll of Regeneration was used. This meat wagon in, well, very well protected as that is doing the majority of the damage. Meanwhile, back down to the south, an Abomination now protecting the expansion here. No additional Siege Engines able to make their way back out. Knights now charging into position, perhaps trying to go after some units as a Siphon Mana now removing much of the mana from the Lich. Lich down to 36 mana as the Paladin tries to back away. Blood Mage could be in trouble. Are we going to see another Staff of Sanctuary? No. Holy Light once again. Blood Mage taking away mana as the Death Knight could get to level 6 here in just a little bit. Blood Mage perhaps going to get a Holy Light from the Paladin. Yes, it does. As the units are now splitting every which way, transitioning back in the Knights. Sock is now trying to make its way back down. Acolytes are no longer mining at the main base as we're looking at more damage coming across here. Mountain King up to 177 mana. Are we going to see a Thunderclap? Yes, we do, but it's not going to really slow that. Well, nope. Take it back. A bunch of anti-magic shell absorbed damage as the Blood Mage going to go ahead and teleport back home. Knights down across here, they're all going to teleport back as well. Death Knight now trying to shift back off to the north. Blood Mage could be in trouble. Paladin doesn't have that much mana. Could try to siphon mana into the other unit. Doesn't get it off in time. Paladin is still alive. Staff of Sanctuary wasn't going to be enough. As we're going to look at the Death Knight trying to get back into the fight. All right, Paladin down to 12 hit points. Paladin down. Death Knight could be in trouble, but somehow able to break free from amongst all of the chaos. Now that Mountain King, it doesn't look like it has very much mana. He could be misjudged as it is very close to 75. One Knight gets taken down. What is getting surrounded in amongst all of those units? What? I can't even click on it. Looks like the Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger about to get to... How? Potion of Invulnerability transferred back over. There goes another Knight as the Dark Ranger now picking off some of the other units. Mountain King used the Storm Bolt but unable to finish off the Dark Ranger in time, and he was able to use the Potion of Invulnerability. All right, so much healing getting countered, so much damage. Flying Machine trying to take down multiple units. Dark Ranger now finally up to level 4. Mountain King trying to back out. Paladin out onto the field as well and fighting right next to the castle. Normally not a good idea, but the Staff of Sanctuary has no power when you are fighting next to the castle, as it may just teleport to another very, very close position. Death Knight low on mana, 74, 75. Does he get the Death Coil off? No, he does not. Mountain King now up to 75 here as the Knight shows up to the party. Paladin gets up to level 3. Level 3, Divine Shield saves barely. Now Storm Bolt back onto the Lich as another anti-magic shell goes down. Paladin sitting at level 3. Potion of Invulnerability is going to try to Holy Light the Mountain King. Mountain King down to 244, 133. Holy Light back up to 490. Still alive for a temporary moment as the units are all looking to back away. Paladin saves the Mountain King. Mountain King down to 335, needs to get away, in a lot of trouble, down to 155, trying to run away. There is a Frost Nova and a Lich attack, kills the Mountain King. Lich now up to level 5. Death Knight up to level 6. As this 20-minute battle is making my voice hurt. All right, 20 minutes, perhaps a bit of an exaggeration, closer to about 10, but so much damage, so much going on still. Death Knight now finally looking to finish off the remainder of the castle. Here, meanwhile, flying machines overhead doesn't have the ground attack, which is actually a bit of a shame at this point. Could actually go after the obsidian statues, as now we're going to see the siege engines go after some of the spirit towers here. Meanwhile, let's take a look. Mountain King trying to finish up. Oh no, one obsidian statue actually removing quite a bit of healing, as the destroyer now going to come into the air. Mountain King does in fact have auto attack for the air, as the flying machines going after that unit again. There goes one meat wagon. Stock sitting at 63 compared to TBC BM's 52. Flying machines are getting taken down, but, well, the obsidian statues are just, well, doing a little bit of superficial damage, and that is it. Mountain King about to make its presence known again. Anti-magic potion trying to finish off that Banshee, not going to work out well. Knights diving in, siphon mana away from that Death Knight. Meanwhile, the Mountain King down to 570 hit points, needs to back away. Units just coming across in every which direction as a Knight about to get taken down. Death Knight is at level 6, level 3 Unholy Aura, most likely. Yes, level 3 Unholy Aura. And coming across, faster movement speed, better regeneration for all the undead units as the Paladin looks to get resurrected. Staff of Sanctuary Knight just says, leave me alone. He's trying to get healed up, but it's not going to work. Knight going to perhaps give level 7 to the Death Knight? No. 13 experience shy. Thunderclap coming across. Acolytes joining in on the fight here. Flying machines trying to finish off some more units. Avatar is in. Well, Avatar is magic immune, trying to fight back out. Paladin is back out here. Death Coil, Staff of Sanctuary to try and save a Knight here. Meanwhile, Paladin is under Divine Shield. There is another Thunderclap. Death Coil continuing to try and save Blood Mage. No way to get any more mana back out as the Lich falls at level 5. Mountain King is going to get a Stormbolt off onto perhaps a fleeing Banshee. Yes, it will. Getting the deed done. Coming back around. More long-distance mining. Heading back home. 720 gold right there. Meanwhile, the corner expansion still has about another 7 minutes of mining left. This one still has another 10 as the Death Knight. And, well, the Dark Ranger, I think, is still getting experience. Meanwhile, the Lich is sitting at level 5. Mountain King sitting at level 7. Blood Mage is at 4, almost level 5 as well. And with all of that siphon mana, what's going to go down? Silence quickly going down. Oh, in trouble. Staff of Sanctuary saves. Blood Mage could be in trouble. Is it going to be able to back away? And there is another Staff of Sanctuary from the Mountain King, as everyone trying to fight back every which way. Stormbolt now onto the Death Knight. Death Knight could end up getting surrounded. No, it is going to be able to double back around pretty easily. Very difficult to execute a 4-unit surround. Meanwhile, Blood Mage, is it going to be able to heal back up to full and be able to shake loose? That is the question, as you're going to take a look. Death Knight or Paladin is there as well. All right, who's going to go after what first? Going after the Paladin. Paladin down to 600, down to 711. You do not want to let the Paladin wake up. It would just use Divine Shield pretty much immediately. You don't want to devour magic either, as the Paladin gets taken down because of the Staff of Sanctuary. All right. Meanwhile, flying machines going straight after the destroyers. Destroyers going to get taken out, and now we see the destroyers finally with the upgrade. Staff of Sanctuary moves the Blood Mage off to the north, only to see him getting taken down again. Silence now onto the Mountain King. Flying machine trying to go after some more units. Another Frost Nova onto the Knights. Knights are going to get taken out as well, as the Abominations are still looking to engage. All right. Well, let's take a look. We are looking at a lone Dark Ranger right here, continuing to fight their way back out. Level 6 now on the Lich. What is going on? Level 7 Death Knight, level 7 Mountain King, level 6 Lich, level 4 Dark Ranger. Flying machines going after perhaps some of the casters in the back. They do take a little bit more bonus damage because it is siege, but they are really not meant to attack units. Knights getting stuck amongst all of the units again. Low hit point Knight trying to back away. Sock down to 37 supply. TBC BM finally taking the supply advantage and maybe able to hold this here in just a moment. All right, killing the 2 heroes in the base because they were, well, temporarily out of commission due to Staff of Sanctuary, a very big deal. Meanwhile, Paladin currently back out as well, and resurrecting at the tavern is a very expensive endeavor. at this point, at this stage. The castle, once it falls, workshop, the production buildings will be gone next. Trying to save this castle has actually been a bit of an uphill climb. Meanwhile, now that the castle is gone there, if they upgraded this to keep, then Staff of Sanctuary went there, that might actually be even better. Blood Mage sitting at level 5, trying to Staff of Sanctuary amongst so many towers, that would actually cause a lot of problems. And I don't believe, well, the Obsidian statues and these units may try to actually make their way for that spot. All right, guard towers galore, arcane towers galore, fighting in position here. Let's take a look. Fly machines just simply waiting for a destroyer as we see, well, Death and Decay cast from a range. All right, what is happening there? Lich now looking to back away, losing quite a bit of mana. Death Coil saving one of those destroyers again. Mountain King gonna make its way back over. Are we gonna see Stormbolt onto the Lich? Yes, we are. Fly Machine's gonna try to go after the units. We can see the Acolytes are also doing a bit of repair on those Obsidian statues as a Knight wants to get some damage through. All right, the Destroyer gonna be able to get some damage in, gonna try and absorb mana. Death Knight in the back, Stormbolt, Death Knight getting absorbed mana again, but I believe, no, not a silence, just decided to back away, didn't want to stick around for too long. One tower gone. A couple of fly machines gone, but TBCBM definitely with a larger army at this stage. 65 supply compared to 36, and this expansion is almost nearly mined out. TBCBM, if he can just keep the pressure down and trade efficiently, he will win this game. As we are taking a look at Staff of Sanctuary to try and teleport. Did it teleport? No, it teleported to here, which is actually better. The Blood Mage very well protected right now under all of these towers. Going to be very difficult to dive in to try and finish it. Fly Machines are overhead. Blood Mage is now back out. Siphon mana could have taken away a bit of the mana from the Death Knight. It loses mana. Fly Machines coming back in from the other side as well, and this is a perfect flank. This could be Sock's way to get back into the game. Thunderclap doing multiple damage across all of these Acolytes here. Another Thunderclap could take down all of the Acolytes, but what else would it do? There goes some more Acolytes again, and adding in damage once again. Mountain King back up to 250 mana, climbing back high. There goes another Knight. The Mountain King gonna go ahead and try and, well, go into Avatar mode. Throws down another Thunderclap and finishing off unit after unit. Death Knight losing a lot of mana. Blood Mage is still alive here. Holy Light on the Blood Mage as the Paladin shakes off a bunch of that damage. Mountain King back up to level 8. And it is still trying to win the battle by himself. Siphon mana, Death Knight losing a lot of mana again. Mountain King now out of mana. Blood Mage going to be forced to back up here, but a lot of damage was done. 52 compared to 29. Good, efficient trades as the Paladin. What's happening here? Does the Paladin, yes, it does have a Staff of Sanctuary. Is it going to be able to Staff of Sanctuary both of these units? Paladin is going to be able to save right there. There's a Staff of Sanctuary going back the other way. Mountain King using a Clarity Potion, needs to find a way to heal. Blood Mage is nearby. Divine Shield temporarily protecting. And what is going to go down here? This Paladin does have that Divine Shield. Mountain King, Staff of Teleportations back into this fight here. Are we going to see a Stormbolt onto, no, Staff of Sanctuary changing the position of that Paladin? Not going to really help, though, as the Paladin does get taken down. All right, Blood Mage still engaging back and forth. And this level 8 Mountain King may not have enough to finish off all of these units again. TBCBM simply with too much of an army, and there's only 1 minute of mining left at the expansion. Not really worth saving. And this long drawn out battle constantly in the human base actually working in TBCBM's favor. All right, a new Death and Decay quickly cast. Mountain King taking a lot of damage, trying to wander around here, even trying to repair these buildings. Gonna have a very negative effect. Mountain King, well, needs to get Holy Light healed back up. A couple of towers will get lost. Dark Ranger at level 5, so 765 going up against an 853. Paladin almost at level 4. Mountain King going to try to make its way over Stormbolt onto the Lich. Thunderclap coming across here. Mountain King going to go after a couple of those other units again. Holy Light trying to save Mountain King, sitting at level 8. Is going to be able to Thunderclap any more Siphon mana away from that Death Knight. Death Knight hasn't been able to do very much Death Coil as another Thunderclap slow things up. And Paladin sitting at level 4. Going to try and perhaps Staff of Sanctuary that Mountain King back out of a tight spot. Let's take a look. Mountain King could be in trouble. Down to 700 hit points. Holy Light back up to 1,000, but it's not going to be able to hold there as the Mountain King still trying to make something happen. Divine Shield finally on that Paladin again. No Devotion Aura. Mountain King trying Level 5 on that Blood Mage, down to 33 hit points, down to 19. Siphon mana into the Mountain King instead of the Paladin. Needs to give it to the Paladin instead for a Holy Light, as that Disease Cloud is nearly keeping him dead. Paladin sitting at 43 mana. What is going on? And no more mining whatsoever. 65 supply compared to 24. And I think Sock is going to be coming to an end here. Blood Mage wants the Siphon mana, unable to do so. There's the Mountain King. He's trying to carry the team on his back, but well, he's no Warden, and it looks like the rest of this army is going to end up taking down that Mountain King. Another Avatar coming into position. Paladin trying to stay alive. No, Paladin going to get taken down. No, Divine Shield stays alive ever so barely. Mountain King is still right there. Stormbolt just trying to get a Lich kill. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability is right there. It uses it in time, and that should be the end of it. Sock has left the game. TBCBM wins. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed that epic battle between TBCBM versus Sock.